teacher Cristel, and this lesson is all about science.
Lesson 1. Materials that absorb water.
In this lesson, we will learn which materials absorb water and which do not. We have two objectives in this lesson. First, describe materials based on their ability to absorb water. Second, classify materials based on their ability to absorb water. These are the materials that we are going to use in this activity. Rug, tissue paper, plastic cap, ping pong ball, sponge, rubber ball, cotton ball, basin with water, and timer. Reminder that you should write all your observations during the activity. So now, let's proceed to our experiment. Now we are finished in our activity about materials which absorb water and the materials that do not absorb water. Here are the classification of materials based on our activity. Is the material heavier when wet? Yes, because the weight of the water is added to the weight of the material. What would be our conclusion in this activity? So from this activity, we can say that there are materials that absorb water quicker than the other. For example, cotton ball. Based on our experiment, cotton ball has the fastest time to absorb water rather than the tissue paper, because cotton ball is a more porous material. And when we say porous material, it is the material with small holes that allows air and water to pass through them. So that is the reason why cotton ball absorbs water very fast. On the other hand, non-porous materials are materials which do not have small holes and do not allow air and water to pass through them. From our experiment, these are rubber ball, plastic cap, and ping pong ball. Other examples are umbrella. This is a non-porous material that we use to avoid getting wet under the rain. Another is raincoat. That is also a non-porous material which we use to protect us from rain. And lastly, plastic bag. That is also a non-porous object that we use to carry wet material so it won't drip. For our today's lesson, we have learned about porous and non-porous material. Remember, when we say porous materials, these are materials which has small holes that allow air and water to pass through them. And when we say non-porous material, these are materials which do not have small holes and do not allow air and water to pass through them. That's all for this lesson. Bye!